Thanks to LG for sponsoring this video. Hey everyone, Ollie here. So finally my living room is ready for its living room tour. I know I've teased it a bit on Instagram and a lot of you have a lot of questions about how I've got it all set up and what's the sort of stuff I have in my living room. So I wanted to show you around and show you how I've got it all set up. I will leave links to everything down in the description below, so make sure to check it out. If there isn't a link to something in the description, then unfortunately it's probably already unavailable or I'm not able to find it anywhere. Mainly because I've bought a few of these things years ago, so obviously things can go out of stock, things can just disappear online. So yeah, I'll try my best, just make sure to check out the links in the description below. So this is what you see when you first come into the room. This is the view you get, the door is just behind me. Now when it comes to the styling of my room, I don't really have a specific style that I'm going for. I'm going for a mix between sort of mid-century modern, minimalism and some other styles. So yeah, you know, there isn't a specific style in here, it's just whatever I think looks good basically. When it comes to the paint on the walls, I'm using Dulux Chic Shadow, but yeah, a lot of you asked what's the paint color of the walls. Dulux Chic Shadow is the one I'm using. It's in a matte finish. So we'll start over here in this corner of the room. Over here I have a John Lewis armchair with an IKEA lamp behind it. I really like this armchair, it's very, very comfortable. It's quite pricey, but honestly it's well worth the money. It's a really nice looking armchair, has that mid-century look to it. Behind that, as I said, is an IKEA lamp. It has an IKEA lampshade and a sort of brass lamp stand. Really nice looking, and as you can probably tell, I like to add a few gold finishes here and there, just to give it a bit more of a sort of luxury look, you could say. When it comes to the curtains, they're actually from IKEA as well, including the sort of mesh, the curtains and the curtain rails. I do need to actually change the curtain rails to black at some point. Those curtain holdbacks are also from John Lewis. Again, they have a nice brass finish to them. Over here I have a bookcase, a walnut and gold bookcase. This is also from John Lewis. I have a few things from John Lewis in this room. I'm a big fan of the furniture they have. But yeah, I really like this bookcase. It has a very unique look to it. And I've just sort of accessorized it with a bunch of random things. We'll start with the bottom actually. So down here we have some IKEA sort of boxes, just to store stuff away. I have an hourglass from Zara Home, I think it is. And then I have an IKEA frame with a bit of art in it. Above that I have a vase. I'm not actually sure where the vase is from. And then some magazines and a box, just a nice matte black box that I thought would look nice on the shelf. So I've put it there. I also have a Sonos speaker. I'm really impressed by the Sonos system. I recently invested in it and yeah, these speakers put out some amazing sound for how small they are. Above that I have my Amplify Alien router. It's a mesh point. The main router is in my office, but this is just a mesh point so I can get Wi-Fi access across the house. I have a plant pot, a random plant pot, a London city guide from Serial magazine. I have this sort of gold star thing. This is from Next, just a nice gold accessory. Above that I have I think it's a fruit bowl, you know, but I thought, hey, I like to put it on my shelving unit. It looks quite nice. Two other Serial magazines and then some candles from IKEA. Diptyque candle, really like this candle, it smells amazing. A marble tray underneath that, and then just another little vase as well. Haven't got anything in there, usually have some sort of leaf or plant or something in there. And then over here is my main sort of TV setup. Now this is the thing that's been getting the most questions on how I've got it all set up and what it's like. So this TV was sent to me by LG. Obviously, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, they're sponsoring this video. They've only asked me to highlight a few features of it, a few of my favorite features, and basically show you how I've got it all set up. So this is the LG G10. It is the 65-inch model. I think it's a really nice size for this room. It's an OLED TV, and I've got to say, jumping from LCD to OLED is a massive night and day difference. I can really tell the difference straight away. So the great thing about OLED TVs, if you didn't already know, is that each individual pixel is self-lit. In a normal LCD TV, you'll have a bunch of LEDs sort of lighting up different parts of the screen. So you'll have patches of the screen which are lit up. When it comes to an OLED TV like this one, each individual pixel has its own light. It's a self-lit pixel. So when you want true blacks, the pixel itself will actually just completely turn off. And that's what gives you that really nice contrast especially when you're watching movies and stuff. I love drawing the curtains, turning all the lights off and just having a movie on in this TV. It looks absolutely phenomenal. The TV also has a bunch of other great features, for example, NVIDIA G-Sync support. So, if you're into your gaming, this TV is actually pretty good for gaming. It is very much catered to gaming. This TV also supports HDMI 2.1 across all 4 HDMI ports, which is just incredible. It's basically future-proof because HDMI 2.1 gives you 4K at 120 Hz. So yeah, if you're into your gaming, this TV is great, and it's going to be great for future consoles like the PS5. You can even control the TV using your voice. So, if you're a bit lazy and don't want to pick up the remote, you can say something like, "Hi LG, turn off TV." And there we go, it's turned off. And you can do a bunch of other things like change HDMI ports and things like that. Very useful for controlling the TV via voice. Another one of my favorite features is filmmaker mode, which turns off any enhancements made by the TV so you can watch a film in its original format. I think this TV in my space just looks incredible. It's incredibly thin, the bezels are so thin on this TV, and the TV itself is around 20 millimeters thin. So everything is packed into that one frame. There isn't sort of any external boxes or anything like that. And the G10 sort of sits just below the wallpaper series. So if you guys have seen the wallpaper series of LG TVs, they're the ones which are like super thin and go on the wall, but they usually have a big old soundbar beneath them with wiring and stuff. With the G10 series, everything is packed into the frame itself. There's no extra boxes, no extra cables or anything like that. And yeah, this TV just looks incredible. It comes with a wall mount. It doesn't actually come with a TV stand. So this TV is specifically designed to go on the wall. It's a sort of folding wall mount, flush wall mount that goes on the wall. And the way I've got it set up is I have a 10mm plasterboard, and then I have a gap, and then I have a brick wall, and I've used extra long screws to mount the TV, to mount the TV mount as well. And yeah, it holds the weight because the TV is very heavy. It's around 30 kilos. So I did need a hand to get it up on the wall. This is probably one of the heaviest TVs that I've ever seen. When it comes to cable management, LG provide cable management in the TV itself. But of course, I really wanted a clean finish. As you can see, it looks like there's no cables whatsoever. So what I've done is I've made a hole in the wall behind the TV using one of those drill saws that you can put on the end of a drill. I've made a hole behind the TV, and I've made a hole behind the media cabinet. And I just feed the cables through there, feed all of my cables into the TV cabinet. It's a really good way to have a very clean, minimalist look. When it comes to the rest of my TV setup, I have an LG SL8YG soundbar on top, and then I have the subwoofer on the floor between the TV cabinet and the shelving unit. The plant on top of the TV cabinet is just a normal snake plant that you can find anywhere. They're not very special, but very easy to take care of. The TV cabinet, the media unit, is from IKEA. It's the IKEA Besta unit. It's around 180 centimeters wide, and yeah, I think it looks pretty good in this space. The only thing is, I'm not actually a big fan of the color. I wish they did it in black or grey. I think it would suit my sort of style a bit better. In the corner over there, I have an LED lamp, an LED strip lamp. It just goes up. Really nice little lamp that you can control via remote that is provided. And then over here is my sofa. So this sofa is from Swoon Editions. Unfortunately, it looks like they don't sell this sofa anymore. I can't find it anywhere online. But yeah, it's just a corner sofa, an L sofa. And yeah, I have some cushions on it. I don't actually know where the cushions are from exactly because I bought them years ago. And I can't find any labels on them. I do know, however, that the middle one there is from the White Company. And the blanket that you see there is from Zara Home. In the corner over there, I have an IKEA reading light. And then above that, I have some IKEA frames with some prints in them. So these prints aren't available online anywhere, mainly because I actually took these pictures. All of these pictures are ones that I've taken myself. So this one here is from LA. That one is from Mykonos. It's just a blurred picture that I took, a long exposure. And then that one is a plant, which I took in my house. It's just a picture of a plant I took in my bathroom. I just thought it looked pretty cool and I printed it. These frames are 61 centimeters by 91. I think that's 24 inches by 36 inches. And they come with the white mounts that you see inside. So the prints themselves inside are 50 centimeters by 70 centimeters. My coffee table. So I've had a lot of questions about this coffee table. It's from Wayfair, and on top of it, it's just a walnut finish with a black frame. So this isn't real walnut. It's just a sort of walnut veneer, but it does for now, and it was fairly cheap. It was around £100 compared to my shelving unit, which was like £700. But yeah, it looks good enough. It's good enough for this space, and I like it. On top of it, I have a serial magazine, I have my iPad Pro, and the remotes for the TV, and a coaster. So yeah, very simple. I do feel like I need a lot more stuff to put on the table because it is looking quite plain. I think I need to find some sort of coffee table books or whatever else. But yeah, I think it fits quite nicely in this space. It's a good size as well. Don't think it's too big or too small. And then finally over here I have a side table from Swin Editions. Has a nice marble finish on the top of it with a black frame. And then I have another sort of reading light from John Lewis. Really like this reading light. It has a concrete base, black frame, some gold finishes, and then the light head itself has a walnut finish on the top. And that's pretty much it for my living room tour. As I mentioned, I'll leave links to everything down in the description below. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe for more.